Winter is still holding on here, on the southern side of the Alps. January was colder than we felt in years. Most days feel quiet and muted. Foggy mornings, cold air that wakes you up right away, and sunlight that shows up briefly, then disappears again. This time of year has a way of slowing everything down, including my thoughts. I didn't grow up in a place like this. I was raised in the city, but for as long as I can remember, I imagined a different kind of life. More space, more nature, a place where days are unrushed and silence doesn't feel uncomfortable. When I first visited Austria years ago, something clicked. Not in a loud way, more like a quiet recognition, like finding a place you didn't know you were missing until you arrived. This week felt calm, almost still, and then slowly things began to change. The small signs, the kinds you only notice if you're paying attention. This is a story of an ordinary winter week, of routines returning, of family life, and of finding warmth in the smallest and simplest moments in life. January started bitterly cold. Temperatures stayed far below freezing. It was the coldest January in 7 years, and yet it was unusually dry with very little snow. The days remained foggy, the air stayed sharp, and the sun still felt distant. But toward the end of the month, something shifted. The air began to smell different. Day by day, it felt a little softer and warmer. I noticed it immediately, and I wanted to spend more time outside. One morning, I carried my breakfast into the garden, my first this year. That moment stayed with me like a quiet promise that warmer days are on their way. When I sit out here, I stop thinking ahead. No schedules, no plans, just being here, and that's enough. You're welcome to stay with me for a bit. No talking, just being here. Having breakfast outside turned out to be a good idea. The weather changed later. This was the first rain we'd had in a long time. Instead of feeling depressing, it felt like spring. January is also the time I store the herbs we picked from our garden. Bay leaves, which we often use both in Greek and Austrian cooking, marjoram, and some parsley. Our youngest loves anything spicy, so every year I grow red chili peppers for him. At the end of autumn, I pick them and let them dry. Then I grind them into chili flakes. In winter, that warmth finds its way into our food and into our days.
Você mamazinho, verá?
Even on rainy days, going outside with Rocky does me good. I love rain. Rocky disagrees. So on rainy days, we usually stay close to home. When Gerd came back, his small project started right away. Our youngest is growing up fast, so we're reshaping his room.
Another Temu experiment. I ordered a gaming table for the small one. This parcel arrived approximately in 1 week, which is quite good for Temu. This looks like a giant mousepad. This is the manual. Looks nice to me. Cup holder. The screws. This is for the lights. Hallo?
Ja, war geil. Aber ist jetzt wirklich Carbon?
Natürlich, das habe ich von Eis gehabt.
Mama. Wow!
Που γίνεται, το γραφείο είναι σταθερό, είναι σταθερό. Δεξιά, αριστερά κάτω.
Passt.
Ja, passt perfekt.
It's another product from Temu that works out quite well, I think. It has all these light effects and a nice surface. It's like carbon, and Andreas liked it, so it's okay. So we will place it in his room. When it's ready, the room, which will be work in progress, and that's it. That's okay. The quality is okay for this price. It has about €100. So, top.
Good morning, it's Foggy again today. This is a normal week. Gerd is back home. Finally, he's getting very well. He's back at the job. He's planning also to go skiing for the first time this season, because until now he couldn't. And on Saturday they are going for ski with the kids for the first time. It's getting warmer. We're getting a lot more rain than snow. I think we're getting towards the end of winter right now and into spring.
Cooking is something we all share. The kids love being involved. Our youngest often experiments on his own, trying new recipes, mixing flavors. and I get to sit back, taste, and feel quietly taken care of.
Τι ωραίο είναι αυτό! Τι φοβερό πράγμα θα φάω σήμερα! Ευχαριστώ! Πολύ ωραίο, Ανδρέα! Τι ωραίο το δίπλωσε! Φανταστικό!
By the end of the week, the snow in the garden was almost gone. It's strange how quickly things change when you're not watching closely. The sun began to appear more often again, and with it, a sense of dissipation. One afternoon, as I was driving home, I saw a hawk resting by the road. I turned back just to see him once more, and then he took off, flying freely toward the forest. Thank you for being here with us and for sharing a small part of our life in the southern Austrian Alps. I hope to see you again soon.